Yo, what's up, beautiful people? Stone Level here. You're locked into the Festival Finesser Big Dub Edition. Let's get it, baby.
Hello, festival goers of the internet. I'm the Festival Finesser, and in today's video, we are finally going to be talking about Big Dub 2023. If you're interested in learning about the artists playing this year, don't go anywhere because I'm going to be talking about it all in this video after the intro.
Can I get it?
Festival Finesser.
Alright, Big Dub 2023 going down July 25th through July 30th at Four Quarters Farm in Artemis, PA, as it has been. Kicking off in the top tier, we have Barely Alive, Delta Heavy, Easy Baked, Eptic, Infect, Jansen, Company, Mr. Bill, Reaper, Subdoctor, and Truth. So we do have some repeating artists on here. I played Big Dub in the past. Barely Alive played last year. I know Subdoctor played last year. I'm pretty sure Company also played last year and the year before that, if I'm not mistaken. Eptic is a nice addition on here for the heavy. Infect also too, bro. That's a crazy one. I feel like I don't even have to mention that, but you know that is just a big name on here, especially for someone like me who's into the rhythm. Jansen is also cool. That like kind of like fun, wobbly, wonky vibe. Reaper, DMB, Truth, experimental. Mr. Bill, experimental. And Easy Baked, experimental as well. Well, I'm pretty sure Delta Heavy is DMB, so, and Reaper as well, if I didn't mention that already. So that pretty much covers your tier 1. A nice balance of heavy, DMB, weird experimental. A lot of recognizable names on here. I feel like if you're into EDM, you probably know all of these artists. Next, we have tier 2, which again are some big name artists on here. And I feel like that you have seen in the festival circuit. We have 100 Drums, Automate, Bensley, Bog Trotter, Bomber, Dirty Snatcher, Josh Teed, Kiva, Miso, I don't even know what that is. Myram, Myrtle, I have no idea. Stone Level, definitely know that one. Tape B, Vastive, and Vulgar. So definitely a lot of up and comers here. A lot of names that have been buzzing within EDM, and you know, Big Dub is definitely known for that. And you know, booking the up and comers and not the biggest acts, but the ones that will soon to be the biggest acts. And they definitely did a good job doing that here. The ones that make note to me are Automate, Vastive, Vulgar, Stone Level, Tape B, Josh Teed, even Kiva, man. I saw Kiva Electric Forest, and I was really impressed by her. So 100 Drums I definitely know as well. I'm not as familiar with, but I've seen a bunch of lineups. Bensley I'm not as familiar with either. Bog Trotter I'm not familiar with as well, or as familiar with, but I've seen that name before, probably on a Big Dub lineup. Bomber, definitely know that one. Definitely going to be bringing us some rhythm, and I'm hyped on that one. A solo Bomber set. Bomber came to Big Dub in 2019, played back-to-back with Al Ross. Getting a solo Bomber set this year is going to be sick, and some proper rhythm on that, you know, that Stone Circle stage is going to be sick. Dirty Snatcher, another cool name on here as well, bringing in kind of like an OG dubstep sound and a very just kind of like dialed in sound design. He has a very distinct sound, and he's been doing his thing for a minute, and it's nice to see him finally getting booked on more festival bookings and not just being a name that I see on a SoundCloud feed, you know? Josh Teed, fucking dude, I have no words for this dude, except like insane. He's like he literally made me cry, bro. I finally understood a little bit of like the cry banging thing, because Josh Teed literally brought a tear to my eye and like had my lip quivering. Like it was just so beautiful. His incorporation of just the violin over the live music, and just like, dude, it's insane how he does it. And it's just, you have to see it, okay? Just do not miss the Josh Teed set at Big Dub, because it is gonna be just moving. All right, so like I said, there's a video of Josh Teed slaying Big Dub, and I'm literally like this close to the dude shredding the violin. Check it out, and you'll see why you want to see that set live in person. Next up, we have Kiva, who I had the pleasure of seeing at Electric Forest last year, and I was not expecting her to kill it on the vocals, dude. She just came out ripping it on the mic, just going crazy. If you know Mantra, similarly, that's kind of reminded me of Kiva. So if you're into either one of those artists, definitely check out one or the other. Miso, again, doing more of that experimental Wakan kind of stuff. This next one, I can't even read it. Is it Myram? Is it Mirth? I think it's Myram, now that I'm looking at it. I have no idea who that is. Stone Level, going to be bringing you that heavy, crunchy Stone Level sound with that nice swing, that tonal, just, you know what I'm talking about. You know that Stone Level sound, you hear it, and you guys know how much I fuck with Stone Level. Played Big Dub last year and fucked it up, so I'm really stoked to get to hopefully film him again and just get some content and get to kick it with him on the mountain. Next up, we have Tape B, and I embarrassed myself on one of my last reviews and said this is a drum and bass artist. I don't know why I thought he was, but he has been making a lot of noise, and he is more of a experimental, kind of like wub, deep dub kind of artist, and I feel like it's someone I'm gonna fuck with, because I really fuck with the wubs, and I feel like he's gonna be right up that alley. So Definitely going to be checking out that Tape B set this year at Big Dub. Next up on here, we have a DMV native, Vastiv. I don't know if he ever actually played Big Dub, but it's dope to see him on this lineup this year because he has been making a lot of noise for himself. And his name, he's been going on tour with names like Sullivan King. And he has been coming out on Root Service Records with Bear Grylls, coming out with some city releases with Excision. So he has definitely been buzzing, playing a lot of shows, and finally getting the recognition that he has deserved. And I know he was finally going to get. So I've always had faith in that dude. I knew he was going to make it, and he fucking did it. So shouts out to Sam. Keep doing your thing, bro. He's a fucking grinder. He's a hustler, and he fucking has a lot of passion. So make sure to show support to that dude when he plays the Big Dub this year. Next up, the last one on here in this tier 2 act, a big one, man. Vulgar. They have been making a lot of noise, as I told you. And what's crazy is the booking manager, the booking agent, Big Dub, actually messaged me and was asking about Vulgar. And I was like, they would definitely make some noise. And it's dope to see them on here. And it's nice to feel that I had just a little bit of something to do with that. So, yeah, big ups to Vulgar. I saw them at FK, and it was fucking insane. I know they're gonna fucking throw down, and seeing them on the mountain in the fucking woods is gonna be so fucking sick, man. Let me tell you. So that is a big addition, and I fucking, like I said, bro, the up-and-comers that really fucking nailed it. Vulgar, Vastiv, Stone Level, Automate, Josh Teed, Tape B, like, these dudes are up next, bro, I'm telling you. So now, next up, and this next tier, we have more of the kind of like local, regional producers. And I say producers because the next beyond this, to my knowledge, is definitely more DJs, it seems like, that are like, you know, kind of like regionally known. I've played Big Dub before, but we're not really as known for producing. So this act right here, the tier 3, are the more known producers. We have Bima, Bitsky, Delta 9, Dice Man, the Emo Night, DC, I don't even know what that says. It's too emo for me to read. Isaac, Jabs, Jiv, Mantra, MZG, Rafiki, Rack, Riot, Smokestacks, and Throwdown. I think that's what that says. So I know of Bima and Bitsky just playing locally, and you know, kind of, you know, in Philly, and I know Bima from playing all the way out in fucking Virginia, over in, I guess, the DMV area, and that's gonna be more experimental, wonky, wubby kind of vibes. Bitsky, I'm pretty sure, incorporates the guitar, if I'm not mistaken. Delta 9 I'm not very familiar with, honestly, but Dice Man, again, very experimental, and this is like, I'm talking like super experimental, like very weird, feel very relaxed, very almost like tranquil, and just like, I keep using the word spiritual. It's just very, just like a journey of music, and he is definitely an OG. I've been seeing him way back in the day, in the Dub Day days in NYC, and he is now just doing his own thing with the Dub Day bus, and just doing his thing for the experimental and just underground scene, and you know, he is just super uplifting, super positive, and that is all just like incorporated into his sets, and he's very vocal, and he just really takes you on a journey through music, and his set is just that whole vibe. So if you're into that, check it out. He'll definitely take you on a journey, and you'll definitely get lost and perplexed in that music and that vibe. So next on here we have the Emo Night, DC. I'm not sure what that is. I think it might be a takeover. I'm not familiar, or honest, I don't even know, honestly. It might be a theme night. I don't know, honestly. But next on here we have Isaac. I'm not that familiar with. Jabs, I'm not that familiar with either, but I think that's someone else who's played Big Dub in the past. Jiv, I'm pretty sure that's someone from New York, if I'm not mistaken. Could be more experimental vibes as well. Mantra, another New York homie, and like I said, she's comparable to Kiva. Does a lot of vocals, all original music, and sometimes she even does all original sets. She has that much music and is that talented to do that, and who knows, you might even get one at Big Dub this year, but she fucking kills it on the vocals, and she is a whole vibe. So definitely do not sleep on her, and definitely check her out if you're into that kind of stuff and can appreciate some live vocals over a track. Next up we have MGZ, who I'm not familiar with. Rafiki, I'm a little bit familiar with. I've seen it on Big Dub Atlanta, so I'm not. I think that's more of like a local, like DMV name, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Rack, another DMV name, and this dude is gonna fucking kill. He's been making a lot of noise, and you're soon gonna be seeing him in the next tier. Very soon, I'm telling you. He's been making a lot of noise and been doing his thing for so long, and it's nice to see him just finally like break out of like the DMV and get a lot of local or national recognition, and you know, again, releasing on Subsidia, just really buzzing. So shout out Rack. Do not miss that set at Big Dub this year, especially if you're into the heavy rhythm kind of stuff, high energy. Next up we have Riot, who I've seen, not that familiar with, so I'm not gonna speak too much on. Same thing with Smokestacks and Throwdown. I've seen these names. They've been around a lot, so I'm not too familiar on the vibe and the set they're gonna bring. If I was gonna guess, I would not say it's heavy dubstep because I feel like I would know. Definitely could be incorporated here and there, but the only ones that stick out to me as far as heavy dubstep on this tier are Rack. And everything else is kind of experimental, weird, trippy, DMB, you know. So next up, this is what I was talking about. These are like the regional artists and DJs who are not really too known yet, but definitely have been making a lot of noise in their regional and local scenes. And this is what I'm talking about. Big Dub provides that opportunity and that platform for these kind of artists to play in a festival environment, in a festival space to a big crowd and be treated like an artist, you know, with the comps and the, you know, VIP and the all access and all that kind of stuff. So we have Actual Garbage, Bacardi D, Camboys, 80s Party, Chosen, C Park, Crawdad Sniper, the infamous Della, my boy, Flip Switch, my boy, Foreign Exchange, Hexa the homie, Hops, DJ Battle winner from 2021, I believe, Juck, Caruza, another homie of mine, Mo J. James, Mr. Yuck, Rachel Sound, Radium, Resonant Bass, another artist that I'm pretty familiar with, Wretches, Roots, another dope artist you're not going to want to miss, Rilo, Ciroc, Sweet Spot, featuring Groove, Sweet Spot's fucking dope as well, Symbioza, the Festival Finesser, I know him, that's me, going to be playing Thursday in the evening, that's all I could say about that. The Normal Trade, the Rhythm Ranch, which is going to be a takeover, and obviously it speaks for itself. There's a lot of dope artists on there, and they are really known in the DMV area as well, so definitely going to want to check them out if you're a rhythm kid. Tageki, DJ Battle winner from last year, Tonal Theory, UGK, and MC Twisty. So if you guys are looking for that heavy dubstep, the artists you're going to want to check out are Flip Switch, Della, Hexa, Hops, Caruza, and Sweet Spot, and I think those are the only heavy artists, and the Rhythm Ranch, of course. I know Tageki does DMB. I know Roots was more experimental and kind of like Wakan, deep dub kind of stuff. Della does heavy dubstep, I'm pretty sure. Flip Switch does heavy dubstep and rhythm. Bacardi D does dubstep, I'm pretty sure. Actual Garbage is more like experimental and wubby, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure that is all of the artists that I'm familiar with on this lineup. The Festival Finesser is going to be bringing you heavy dubstep and rhythm. And maybe a few things in between. I might throw some house in my big dub set this year. I don't know. Throw on some 128. Just really. I don't know. I'm playing at night. I played last year during the daytime, and you could mosh during the day. I feel like no one's gonna be going to want to mosh that crazy at night in the woods in the dark. But we'll see. I don't know. I had a fucking really crazy turnout last year, so maybe we'll see if the crowd's only gonna get bigger. So now we're gonna dive into this last tier here, and I'm only going to be shouting out the artists that I know. A lot of these artists are also going to be playing on like the earlier days, like I think Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday, usually you get into the tier above that, and then Friday and Saturday, you get tiers 1, 2, and 3, and then Sunday is pretty much a pack-up day. There's no music, you just go home. So in this last tier here, shouts out to these following artists. 4D, Bellatrix, finally a full big dub set after 2 years of competing in DJ Battle and making it to the finals. She is finally getting a full set. Corporate Thug shouts out. Cryptic shouts out. DVD back-to-back swap money, that's going to be fucking sick. Moppy, Mr. Robinson, OG Hitman for sure, and my boy Trowel. So that pretty much wraps up the Big Dub 2023 lineup. And if I was going to highlight it real quick, my highlights would be Barely Alive, Eptic, Infect, Jensen, Company, Subdoctor, Automate, Bomber, Dirty Snatcher, Josh Teed, Kiva, Stone Level, Tape B, Vastive, Vulgar, Bitsky, Dice Man, Mantra, Rack. So those are the highlights for Big Dub. There is a nice, mesh in here, heavy, weird, experimental, deep dub, and a lot of like live performances, vocals as well. You got Mantra, Josh Teed, Kiva, Bitsky. So it's going to be a lot of talent on that mountain this year, and it is going to be a whole vibe. I'm trying to get there at least on Wednesday. I'm not trying to get there, set up, and play. I want to have a day of just shenanigans on the mountain and being at Big Dub and just vibing, getting into the activities and seeing the locals. So I will be there. If you see me, come say what's up. Maybe we'll have a meetup of some sort. If there's I don't even know, man. You're going to see me all over the mountain. There's no need to have a meetup. If you see me, come say what's up. I'm going to try and have merch on the mountain as well this year. And I will be playing, like I said, Thursday night. So make sure you check me out. And I have sets from my Big Dub performances from last year and year before. Full sets on the channel. And like I said, I have vlogs on the channel from 2019. All days. So that is 4 years of content, and that's like 3 videos per year. So there is a lot of content you can watch and just learn and see what the festival is going to be like and get ready and prepared and just see what happens and what to expect and what you can't expect. It's all in there. So if you want to find out, that is the best way to really get an inside look what the festival is like. And with that being said, on the Festival Finesser, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the mountain in a couple days, weeks. Love y'all. Peace out.